Hello there, I'm Gabby, I'm the editorial manager here at Bookstr, and we are going to be talking about what you missed in book news this week. I'm very excited. I am here with my friends Epiphany, Varana, and Mahogany, who you will meet shortly. Say hi.
Hi guys!
So the first thing I'm going to be talking about with Epiphany is The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. It's adapted, I guess, already into a movie starring none other than Oprah Winfrey. So the book is about Henrietta Lacks. She was a black woman in the 1950s. She was diagnosed with cancer, and she had some of the fastest growing cancer cells that the world had ever seen, doctors had ever seen. And without her consent, without her family's consent, doctors took the cells and started experimenting on them, started cloning them, and they made actually strides in medical, can't think of the word, medical advancement, because of her cells. And it's estimated that there is about, I have it down here, 20 tons, I wrote down 20 tons, 20 tons of her cells have been used in the world or are in the world currently. They're still being used. People don't even know. There's a nickname for them, HeLa, Henrietta Lacks. However, so this is a book, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, and the immortal life refers to the fact that her cells are never ending. It was the first cells that were ever cloned, and but she never knew about it. Her family never knew about it. Scientists made millions of dollars off of this discovery. Their family got nothing. And so the book kind of talks about the advancement in science on one end, and then her family's history on the other end. And it's crazy. And it humanizes her. It humanizes Henrietta Lacks, who was, just her cells. Nobody ever cares, nobody ever knew. Now people know, including Oprah Winfrey, who will be playing Deborah Lacks, I believe, her daughter, and I guess her quest to get something that her family deserved. And I watched the trailer, and I almost cried. Epiphany watched the trailer, and she almost cried. But she didn't even read the book. True story.
I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I really want to. And obviously I want to read the book.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
And you want to see the movie?
Yeah, absolutely. All of it.
Yeah, what did you think of the trailer?
Well, I mean, like Gabby mentioned, I didn't read the book, but watching the trailer, it was super emotional, and there's just something that Oprah brings to a role that it's just kind of hard to explain. Nobody else can do what Oprah does. But watching the trailer, there's two things, huge takeaways from it. It's Oprah and also Renee Goldsberry, who is previously Angelica Schuyler in Hamilton. And they both are phenomenal, and I'm super, super excited for the movie to come out.
And you were obsessed with Oprah and Hamilton?
Oh yeah. My obsession with Oprah, but also Hamilton, is kind of a known fact here at Bookstr. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to marry Lin-Manuel one day, even though he's already married, but it's another conversation. But yeah, we're very huge Hamilton enthusiasts. Actually, Varana saw Hamilton, and I did talk to her for a little bit because I was very sad because I didn't go. She didn't invite me rudely.
I did see Hamilton. It was amazing. Don't be jealous, guys. I'm sure some of you have seen it, but no, but it's an amazing show, and just I love how all this is tying into different areas of pop culture, with Oprah, with Hamilton, with the book, with the movie. It all just comes together so well.
And related to books,
that's right.
His idea stemmed from reading the autobiography. Right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Of Alexander Hamilton.
It all just ties together.
Basically, everything's involved. Books are involved in everything nowadays.
They influence everything.
But yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Another note about the movie: the author, Rebecca Skloot. Yeah. She's going to be played by Rose Byrne. I don't know how big of a role she has, but yeah. I want to hear what book news do you have to tell us, Varana?
Well, this is also really exciting. If you guys don't know, there is going to be a live adaptation of Beauty and the Beast. I am so excited, and I'm so obsessed.
So is the rest of the world.
I know, right?
Seriously.
And I already have my ticket for when it comes
out.
I'm really excited.
I need to buy mine.
I know. I mean, what could be better, right? And Emma Watson is playing Belle, which is fantastic. I think she was made for that role. She was also made for Hermione, but Sadly, that's over for now. You never know in the future, right? But she is Belle and she's perfect, and she also sings. She actually sings. We actually have a clip of her singing up on Bookstr.com, which you guys should check out because it's great. I mean, it's her singing, and she sounds beautiful. And I mean, it's Beauty and the Beast. And it's so similar to the animation.
Yeah, the
animated version.
Yeah, I saw something interesting that kind of did a side-by-side comparison to the animated movie versus the live-action trailer, and it's awesome how spot on everything is.
Yeah.
And I also had no idea Emma Watson could sing. That was really awesome.
Was that, do you guys know, did she practice for that or get voice lessons?
I feel like each actor secretly can also sing.
I think it's a requirement. I think to be an actor, you just need to know how to sing as well.
If you haven't heard yet, Simon & Schuster has canceled Milo Yiannopoulos' book.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what happened, but we do. So, let's tell you. Dangerous was supposed to be published by an imprint of Simon & Schuster called Threshold Editions, but a video surfaced where Milo seemed to defend pedophilia, so Simon & Schuster cut ties.
Yeah. And some people were saying this is like an infringement on freedom of speech. However, our users pointed out that it's not, because it's just publishers not wanting to publish the book.
Yep.
It's actually, he can self-publish. That's obviously harder,
Right.
but it's not.
It's a business decision.
Yeah,
in a way, you know, if
And
the publisher
also,
wants to.
and free speech doesn't protect you from the consequences of what you say. So you can say whatever you want, but
Definitely consequences.
there
Yeah.
are always consequences.
And a lot of people in the writing community were actually very happy that this happened.
Oh,
Two
yeah.
of my favorite authors, J.K. Rowling and Roxane Gay, both publicly spoke out about they were very pleased about Simon & Schuster's decision to do that.
Didn't Roxanne Gay pulled her book initially though?
Yeah, she definitely did.
Yeah, when they said
When it was-
they would have published this book.
Yep.
What was the reasoning? What did they say that they were happy about? Maybe we should have prepared for that question.
That was a really good question, Gabby.
Thank you. I learned from school how to ask questions. Uh-oh. Well,
I think they just said that. I don't know. I mean, he's like.
I think they were just happy that, well, first they were kind of upset that he had said a bunch of other controversial, some would say racist or sexist, homophobic things before, and Simon & Schuster kept his book on, but now this pedophilia comment has been the last straw, so they were like, oh my goodness, why this now? So I think that's what they were kind of upset about, but I think some of them were pleased that happened.
Yeah, and I think Roxanne was more so a little bit more disappointed at this kind of
took
went,
so
yeah,
long.
that it took so long and it went this far, you know, because she said it was a business decision for them to publish the book, but also it was a business decision for them to not publish it after all of these comments came to light that they really couldn't ignore. But then she was frustrated because he had made some previous comments that they did ignore.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, you know, she really felt like they could have done it earlier.
Yeah, I guess also as a publisher, it must be. You have to make these difficult decisions because at the same time you're still running a business. You have to figure out, where do I draw the line?
Totally.
Is it a business decision? It's hard. I assume it's hard.
Yeah.
When you're a publisher and you have a book that you want to be successful, but then something like this is happening, and then you don't want to mess with the promotion, but you also some things you just can't look over.
Yeah.
And it's not just his book that suffered. He resigned from Breitbart as I think the head editor at Breitbart.
Head editor,
Yeah. And then he was invited from the Conservative Political Action Conference, which was today, actually.
yeah, he was uninvited.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I honestly think that at the end of the day, his book is going to get published.
Yeah.
There's just going to be many hiccups.
And truthfully, I'm kind of interested to know what's in there.
Yeah.
I'm not his biggest fan, but I just want to know what's in there. Like, what do you really have to say? And what do free
Especially
speech?
when the title's Dangerous.
Dangerous, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if he wrote this book, he's really gonna, just portray what he really feels. So I'm very interested.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We will look through the comments on Facebook, see if there are any questions or comments that we want to respond to.
Yeah.
And join us next week for book news of next week. Future news.
The week in review.